Okay.
Two. Ow! One, two, three. Frost! Ow! Ow! One. Back to square one. It's potion time! One, two, one, three, two, four, five, six. Static shock! One, two. Stop that! Stop that! One. Stop that! What happened?
I want you.
Oh, fuck.
One.
Up.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Two.
Static shock!
Three.
One,
Night curses.
one.
Curses. Curses. I've been finished.
Very good.
Oh my god.
One. One. Two. How dare you? One. 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 One.
Oh,
Two.
oh dear. Uh-oh.
Three. Four. Iron Fist!
Uh-oh, sisters.
No! Someone owes me an apology. Did you enjoy my technique?
Man, look at all these games I should be playing. You know... Okay, that's already Cloud. I got all these beautiful, beautiful games. Okay. Excuse me.
Puyo Puyo Tetris 2.
Okay, I keep saying okay. This shit hasn't started yet. I'm just gonna click on pools. And I've got like 10 minutes, so hopefully this doesn't take too much time. I'm just gonna take some dishes and put them downstairs. Oh! Oh my goodness. Look, Gary, doubloons. Don't drop them. Here. These are way more dishes than I thought they might be. Oh. Me and my revolving door of dishes. Off by 7 minutes! You gotta be kidding me! Ugh. Is it Carby corner time? Hi, me too, tart. Aww. All of that seriously took 10 minutes. Darn. Seriously overestimated my ability to gauge time. My bad. Hello? Hello, right Joy-Con? My shit just not connecting. Okay. Weird. Darn. Fuck my stupid baka life. Let's see. Which player from the Global South can I root for? Darn. Can a motherfucker tell me when it's a bad time to go do the dishes? I thought I was way faster than 10 whole minutes. Like 15 whole minutes. It was 6:52! Hmm.
Alright. Ah! Here it comes. Rock. Alright. Time to shine. Oh! Ah! Here it comes. Alright. Time to shine. Alright. Alrighty. Here it comes. Mission.
Oh, wallahi, I'm cooked.
Someone owes me an apology. See you next time.
Hmm. Yeah, like that.
Alrighty. Ah! Here it comes. Oh! Alrighty. Time to shine. Here it comes. Melody Square. Stop it.
Let's go.
Take that back. Rainbow Deluxe. Rainbow Deluxe. Rainbow Deluxe. Alright, here's the love. I'm no match. Was there ever any doubt?
The girly is playing. I'm bored. Didn't expect the dishes to take that long.
Love, are you prepared?
Damn. People like Allie.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Time to shine. Mission.
Damn it. Okay. Alright.
Someone owes me an apology. See you next time.
That was like nice one chain. Thank you. Oh dear.
Here it comes. Did I do that?
Oh, fear. I fear you're gonna have to eat shit for this.
Alrighty. Time to shine. Mission. Oh! Alrighty. Ah! Here it comes. Rock. Scorch. Static shock. Alrighty. Time to. Where's the love? Where's the love? I'm no match. Was there ever any doubt?
Pass 2424. Okay. Hey, and fucking hell.
Alrighty. Time to shine. Mission. Melody Square.
No, it's not right. Okay. Are y'all ready? Welcome to round 2. Mentor versus mentee match. Oh, you versus Void. I was like, I was about to say that sounds scary, but then I remembered that Void lost his Brazilian citizenship to Halio in Puyo Monthlies, so he's not too much of a threat anymore. No comment.
Let's play together. Let's experiment.
You know, Mitsu Tart, the correct answer is that there's enough Brazilian to go around. They can share. Oh.
Whoa!
It's Ekolo v Ekolo.
Whoa!
Okay, you know, both players are just gonna see how big of a dick they have by setting off their longest chain, so we're just gonna watch this.
Lightning drop. What a fraud. Repeat circle. Just an imitation. Just an imitation.
Oh my god.
Mystery solved. This is harsh.
Incredible.
This is harsh. Back to the drawing
Incredible.
board. Woo! That was fun.
Incredible game 1. I didn't even have to say anything.
Whoa!
Bit of a color conflict. That's what occurs there. But I like this cleanup.
Whoa!
I'm not sure about these placements.
Whoa!
Well, the conversion into the full chain is gonna force Bout to Puke to rebuild more. And these greens did not come in the right order, so... Like, really wanted to have the blue as the extension, but that, like, little... The green needed to be on top before that yellow-blue. Carby corner! Oh, wow, you guys really wanted that second all clear. The nefarious blue Puyo. Wow. Oh, well, no, but the single one Puyo at the right. That was a really cool solve. I want to give Lolo that solve so badly. Now, the thing about that all clear is that because it didn't pay off, like, Lolo's just kind of really low on resources. But So yeah, Bouncy Peak's gonna capitalize on these kind of split apart chains. Lolo gonna top out there.
Woo! That was fun. Whoa!
Okay. Well, we got like 2 links on the tail there. Cuts that link for the harassment chain. About to puke, setting off the entire main chain. It's a 9.
Whoa!
So Lolo's setting up that stuff at the top, hoping that's gonna power pop,
What a fraud! Repeat move. This is harsh.
but doesn't actually tail in the way that
Harsh. Back to the
they
drawing
wanted to.
board.
You sent a message?
That was fun.
Oh, yeah. That's the most important part. The most important part is that Lolo could always all clear fish you to death. The threat looms.
Whoa!
Slim but non-zero chance. Now I'm not so sure about these purple placements. Okay, well, okay, now I'm seeing it. I understand it now.
Whoa!
Oh, that's painful.
Back to the drawing board.
About to be transitioning to these smaller harassments.
Whoa! Oh, good.
Lolo's still pretty open.
Oh, good. You cheater.
Could have gone for the extension with those greens, actually.
Mystery solved. What a fraud.
But this chain is
Circle.
would take a little bit to beat. Bounty Puke could definitely
Fun.
lean into, could have leaned into building something in response, but you know. So Lolo's tail unfinished there. Bounty Puke got a really high chain. Big harassment coming. Lolo catching that.
Tenderness. Mystery solved. What a fraud.
Well, about to be coming like a really interesting extension there, but the purple in column 3 is gonna cut the chain short, so
Woo, that was fun.
Lolo closing that gap. I actually like that, like, Ringo is one of, like, 2 characters that has an alternative spell set. You know what I mean? Cause that's like, you know how, like, evil Amity says mesmerize.
You cheater. You liar. This is harsh.
Ah, really high up on that column 3. Well, it's not really high up. Flat stack.
That was fun.
Didn't let the damage, leave the trigger open. But, yeah. Not a fun block off on column 1.
Whoa.
I might have left those blues there, actually. But now Lolo's gonna want 2 yellows to finish out that GTR. Burns one of them on the extension.
Whoa. Well.
Places the second one. Love to see it. Uses the greens for an extension and gets off that main chain. Unfortunately, those yellows cut, which is not something that Puke seems to notice in time.
Woo, that was fun.
Puke still up 1 game. Excuse me. Okay. Lolo having lots of these
Well,
purples. Okay, Lolo doesn't seem to realize that they need 2 purples in column 2 in order to finish off the chain, but now they can't put them there on account of the 2 purples in column 1. This is going to cut, but it remains to be seen whether or not... Okay, well now it no longer remains to be seen. It's been seen. Puke didn't notice.
whoa! Well, well. Whoa! Well, well. Oh, good. You cheater! You liar! What a fraud! Whoa!
8 chain from Puke.
This is
Lolo committed to the harassment chain.
back to the drawing board.
Didn't necessarily have the follow-up. Maybe just ran into trouble. Puke at match point. And both players keeping neck and neck.
Whoa! Whoa!
Lolo having a nice chain, but not necessarily extended into a wall, just maybe out of ideas for extensions?
Lightning strike! What a fraud! Repeat.
It doesn't necessarily have this super neat tail or anything. 9 chain from Lolo. Cut from Puke.
Woo, that was fun.
Each player putting each other on the ropes, taking them to game 13.
Whoa!
That's what you do.
Whoa!
Okay, Ops to set off the main chain.
Tenderness.
Puke having a tail that cuts short by 1 link. Okay, both players have to keep playing as Puke is still alive.
Whoa! Well, well. Tenderness.
3 chain from both players. Oh, 4 chain from Puke.
This is harsh.
That is harsh.
Whoa! Whoa!
We're getting a response 5 chain from Lolo, and that's gonna bite. Lolo taking that 7-6.
Woo, that was fun.
Very cool. Alright. I quit spectating. That means that I go to round 3, and I click on... Okay, well, I'm sorry. I can't watch 2 Canadians fight each other. Darn. Okay, Mitsutart, you're on the big screen now. Have you started? Fuck! They have. Okay, never mind. Ah. He's just watching that one. Wow. You guys are fast as hell. Damn, y'all play fast as fuck. Okay. Well, that's plenty more time for me to pick my nose then. Ah. We've got a pronoun update from Panbud. Pronouns any. Awesome. That's what we've been waiting for! It's what we've wanted all along! Avoid Lolo at all costs. Damn.
I won't go easy on you.
Come on, Panbud, you're costing me my viewership. You're costing me my beautiful, beautiful engagement.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Squares?
Come and get it. Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh, of course. Yeah, y'all remember to stay hydrated.
I've waited so long. I've waited so long.
Pleased to meet you.
You want to battle, right? You want to battle, right?
Hey, while we're waiting, does anybody have any tips for, like, making assets for RPG Maker? Cause I joined RPG Maker Jam, and, like, I'm having a tough time. I'm having a tough time, like, doing anything because I can't, like, visualize, like, what to do. And I think it's because I'm getting intimidated by having to make all them assets. Okay. Let me just let Darnell know.
Feel the terror of my dark blade.
Oh, I'm terrified, alright.
Where's my sweet car bunny?
That one's iconic.
Where's my sweet car bunny?
You're no match for this cute face.
Aw.
You're no match for this cute face. Battle with your heart. Battle with love.
If you insist on losing, I won't go easy on you.
Damn, Pan Bud. Darnell's getting ready to beat your ass.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Yay! Can we start now?
Oh dear.
Remember to stay hydrated.
I've waited so long.
I can sense the love.
Seen any rare bugs lately? Seen any rare bugs lately?
So the thing is that Panda was ready at 7:32. We got a network error at 7:40.
Where's my sweet car bunny?
Well, I mean, in the meantime, what do you,
Sorry, I'm just that strong.
What-
Sorry,
what
I'm
do,
just that strong.
what do streamers do when they have downtime like this? Do they talk about what they did? I got the chin hairs. I got the hair on my chin waxed off. When I'm drinking a matcha latte. So how about that recession, huh? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to talk about a recession.
Sorry, I'm just that strong.
Pleased to meet you. The Dark Prince is all mine. The Dark Prince is all mine.
Twice, huh? Down bad. Don't think I'll be able to play. Give yourself the win. Unfortunate. Okay.
on you.
You want to battle, right? Well, what are you waiting for?
Yay! Can we start now?
Remember to stay hydrated.
I've waited so long.
Hmm. Yeah. Well... Oh dear. Network error that boots you out of online. That's rough. Unfortunate. Stairs. Ah! You again! Ah ha ha! No! They've come back to beat my ass!
Oh.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Here it comes.
Let's do it.
Rock, sunshine, score, submission, static ability spin.
Oh no, I'm cooked. Not enough links. Who's this? So, Boyd, since you weren't here for the first arc of the stream, I went on when I was waiting for what? I like missed like okay, I missed round 1 because I was doing dishes, right? So I went on ranked. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at playing and talking at the same time. Ah, damn it.
Someone owes me an apology. See you next time.
That's all it takes. One unlucky drop. Okay, I went on ranked because I was waiting for a match to open up. So yeah, and then like this is the first player I matched up with and lost. Ah! Ah! I'm being harassed by frozen apple juice. Ah! Hello.
Are you prepared? Please go easy on me.
I will not go easy on you, Novastar. I'm so sorry. Just hi, what the fuck? My fault, original gangsta.
Wow.
I don't like that. Is that stairs?
Here it comes.
You know what we do to stairs players in this house!
That's a shame. Was there ever
Some level of infamy, but geez, okay. My mistake.
Wow. Here it comes.
Hmm.
Wow. Wow. Here it comes. Score. Wow. Bento. But I got it. Oh, I did it. No.
God damn it.
Wow.
If it was only a 5, I had the means to take it.
Owes me an apology.
Whatever you say, Orby Stacker Boy! Ah!
Wow. Did I do that?
I don't hate stairs, so to speak.
Wow.
I just think that I should probably do better when I play against it.
Take that now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Stinky.
Here it comes. Wow. Bento. No.
That was too much time.
Wow. Bento.
Let's go!
Here it comes. Take that now.
Frozen apple juice burned my crops and poisoned my water supply.
Wow. Bento. Help me. Help me. That's a shame. Was there ever any doubt?
Hey. Do I have time to fit in one more? Hey. Well, do you want to do a party round during the waiting period?
Are you prepared with me?
Sure. When another waiting period presents itself, which seems to be fairly often. Oh, that's just the full chain. Darn it. I don't have the means to respond to this.
No! Someone owes me an apology. I knew I'd win.
Whew. My life is so hard.
You like that?
Okay, eat this.
Here it comes! Stop it! Let's try that again.
Dusty doing GTR. How many times do I have to tell y'all this? I'm doing sandwich. GTR isn't a form, it's a transition.
Here it comes! You like that? Eyelashes! Lipstick! Got you a present! Here it comes!
Wow, the way that did not matter.
Here it comes! You like that? Scorch! You like that? Stop it! Here it comes! Scorch! You like that? Eyelashes! You big meanie!
I don't have to keep making it too long.
You big meanie! You big meanie! Stop it!
There'll be no stairs in this household with GCR
Was there ever
and Hail Mary. Dusty, I have to do your job? Okay. 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 I'm getting off the game. I'm getting off the game to get on the game. Alright. Wait, who am I watching? I'm watching the babies. By the babies, I mean all the cool people in bronze. A reputable puzzler. You see that? The game thinks you are a man of repute. Is Slug allowed beyond bring my pet to school day? Octo. Are y'all ready?
How exciting!
First round of bronze.
How exciting!
I'm gonna avoid round 2 if I win. What the fuck? They put you up against Hydrogen
Let's
Bomb.
do this.
Here I come!
Alright. So I've never seen Moon before. I've never seen this person a day in my life. Unless I have, and I don't remember. I'm seeing Tower of Babel. I'm gonna throw it strategically go through loser's bracket. I says lyingly. Okay, 3 chain from Lonnie.
How's that?
Okay, so we're getting the big explosion strategy from Moon. This is a
Ooh.
I gotta say, I hope players know, and I want Penny to know this too, that this is the mechanism behind frog stacking.
How's that?
Popping something from the bottom and hoping that it creates an actual chain. Which is fine for bronze. It's getting lots of big damage, but Moon's very high up on that top board. If Lonnie can land a definitive hit, this 3 chain is also going to...
Sapphire.
Yeah. 3 chain be 3 chain. Does Moon have another one?
Oh boy.
Not there. So that's gonna be the definitive hit that's gonna take it out. See, Lonnie was really hoping that one 2-chained, and it didn't. I think Lonnie's gonna want to keep that pressure on just to close this out quickly. That 2-chain's definitely gonna do it. That power up 2.
Too bad.
Okay, Lonnie building neat GTR. Misses the all clear, unfortunately, in the choice of where to put the pieces. This 1 chain is probably gonna take it unless Lonnie has the speed to clean this up with like a 4-chain response. But that's gonna be an all clear into 3-chain with those stairs too. So
And today's winner is...
they're doing Amity and Sig, which is cute. Do you also see the alt clear potential? Hi Nova.
Ooh.
Do you see it? I see it.
Ooh.
But these 3-chain attacks are doing very well for Lonnie, so no all clear needed, and that 1 chain is gonna...
Too bad.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Don't miss it. The both of them missed it. That's fine. It's bronze bracket. A little bit of an L shape, 2-2 stairs, or yes, 2-2 stairs, indeed. Placing the green there, color conflict, block off on column 1.
How's that? Science.
Gonna need a really fast response. Lottie locks in for those next couple pieces.
How's that?
Saw you and Puyo League, yes indeed.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, too bad.
That's what it's kind of like. It's like you see your life flash before your eyes, and then you lock in for like a couple of pieces to place them down really, really quickly. Okay, so Moon is not a native frog stacker. Moon is a stairs. It's a stairs main. Got the stairs 4 chain there,
How's that? Science. Cerulean. Oh
but
boy.
still has a rock of damage to block off. 2 chain follow up.
How's that? Sapphire.
Whoopsie!
Not the most unmanageable thing in the world.
Here I go!
I'm very high up on that board. Getting the 2 chain anyway, though.
How's that?
Lottie's setting off that 3 chain. Planned for that one. You can see the damage chaining.
Science.
Very impressive.
Cerulean.
4 chain from Moon, though. Gonna put lots of damage on the board. So Lonnie just giving Moon just a little bit too much time
How's
to
that? Science.
recover, and that 4 chain is definitely going to take it.
And today's winner is...
So believe it or not, Lonnie's chain is open on the left side.
How's that? Science.
Definitely has the means to have made something else. But I guess she was tunnel visioned on that red piece a little bit.
And today's
Yes,
winner
this is bronze. Transitioning that GTR into stairs. Gonna need something to elevate that red piece. That's gonna go in column 4. Hasn't placed it yet. Okay.
How's that? Science.
This big explosive 4 chain is going to kill because Lonnie enters the 4 chain.
Today's
Sorry,
winner is...
the red drought. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I should stop drinking the matcha that has the lead exposure label on it. Maybe I should cut that one out. And so Moon had all clear. Moon has an all clear right now. It's coming for Lonnie. Lonnie sets off that main chain, doesn't have enough purples in column 3 for the 5. That would have done enough damage to both offset the chain and the resulting 1 chain damage bonus.
And today's winner is...
Alani's got a bit of a bad habit forming, which is throwing the pieces she thinks she doesn't need off to the side. guess that helps with increasing the speed of building. A bit tunnel vision, though. Opting to set these chains off quickly to avoid too much trouble, but that power-up 4 at the end, definitely gonna be more trouble. This 3 chain's gonna land something, at the very least. Okay, color conflict with those yellows and blues. That powered up 2 is gonna be nice. And that's a lot of damage. I think Lonnie's gonna want to finish this off now. Sends the 2 chain to seal the deal.
Too bad.
Brain hates me, now I'm in bronze now. You know. It's like... Well, Lonnie really wanting a green piece to go there, but that's also going to cut the chain short.
How's that? And today's winner is...
Match point for Moon. Lonnie a bit, getting a bit burned by her ambitions, I fear. Which, I gotta say, you know, is a... I feel like that's kind of an intermediate trait. So, Moon's gonna want to set off these stairs right now, but doesn't quite exactly have the pieces for that to work.
How's that? Oh boy.
Lonnie getting that really clean chain out.
Oh, too bad.
I went 6 and 7. Aw, darn. Lonnie having a really wide base GTR. Fortunately, the choice to put the red there blocked off the chain. This 2 chain's gonna open her up a little bit. If Lonnie knows to pop those yellows, yellows stay open. Okay, not for very long though. I was thinking that the yellows might help dig, but that 2 chain is not going to connect, and this is going to be too much damage to fend off. So Moon's going to take that match and progress to the next round. And speaking of the next round, Freshwater, you are on. You're up. You're on TV, Freshwater. You better be ready, bucko. Oh boy, I sure hope I don't shit my pants. I say, not pants-shittingly. But you know what? Dusty is strong. Dusty can hold it in.
How's it going?
So the rough thing about bronze is that it's kind of, bronze and iron, like, put together.
Let us begin.
Especially because, not to say that enrollment's been down. It's certainly not been, 2 brackets level of down, but a little
Let's
down.
do this.
Are you prepared?
Oh, love to see some Rafina representation. But for those of you who just joined the stream, no, I'm not gonna say that. Freshwater is more of like a bronze player than a bronze player. Do you wanna like more of a bronze player than an iron player?
How's
So,
that? Science.
you know, Freshwater's been studying Moon
How's that?
via watching the gameplay with Lonnie, so they've got a bit of he's got a bit of an advantage,
Here it comes.
a recon advantage.
How's that? Science. Ooh.
Moon is going to commit to these really big explosive chains
How's that?
to get some damage out quickly. You see Freshwater checking to see if that one landed.
Here it comes.
Ooh.
They're waiting for that damage to hit so that those purples open up.
How's that?
And
Science.
sets off that 3 chain. It's gonna be 3 rows. Very, very top of the board. Moon fighting for their life at the top there, but not enough space.
Someone owes me an apology.
And today's winner is...
Oh, do you see it? Because I see it. Unfortunately, both players missed it.
Here it comes.
Oh boy.
But that power 2 is not nice. Freshwater keeping that that height difference nice and tall is gonna, you know, mitigate most of that damage already. Basically just kinda blocks off the left side of the board, although those greens are incomplete there for this main chain, and that yellow won't allow them to go back to the bottom, but the big 3 is all it takes
And today's
to really take
winner
that
is-
game. Now,
How's that?
Moon
Science.
having the stairs,
Cerulean.
but not really having the pieces for that all-clear attempt. 5-chain rush is just gonna slam that down.
And today's winner is...
There's a very obvious speed differential between both players, as you can see. Hey! Okay, well... It's not the worst. There was potential, I'm gonna say. Now that's gonna be a harassment chain,
Here it comes. Take that back. Sort.
but Moon's actually gonna fend that off with a 4-chain.
How's that? Science.
The
Sapphire.
you know, the challenge from Freshwater is kind of pushing Moon to build a lot faster.
Someone owes me an apology.
And today's winner is.
Come on, GTR. GTR still open. Kind of a tough extension.
How's that?
Here it comes.
How's that?
Four-chain response to the harassment. Fends off most of that damage. Nice Rider having a nice little efficient 4. Moon not getting the piece to set off their... What is that? 1, 2, 3... Potential like 4 or 5? I don't know. The Moon was definitely building something.
And today's
A little flustered with not getting the perfect pieces. Okay, Freshwater, you know, finishing up that GTR. Tail's a little wonky, but conversion, no, not converting the tail into a harassment. Aiming for the 4-chain rush. That's fine, because the longest chain to defeat your opponent is, say it with me,
Someone owes me an apology.
long enough.
Today's winner is.
Freshwater up 6 games. Moon kind of tapping in right now. Like I said, the speed of building going up, up, up. Surely Moon wants to take a game off of Freshwater. Unfortunately, that chain's not going to be long enough.
Here it comes. No.
And those 2 rocks
Someone
are
owes
gonna
me
do
an
it.
apology.
And today's
Freshwater
winner is.
takes the match off Moon. 7-0. Bit of a brutal gap. Oh no. No, Battle Fight, don't do this to me. No, 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 no. When I click back, you take me back to the bracket. Lots of settings. Okay. And Freshwater will be facing off the winner of Dan versus BMO 5. Seems like they might be wrapping up soon, because their last correspondence was 10 minutes ago. So I will be waiting on the bracket for winners finals. And don't forget to report your scores. Okay. Sorry, shit was not updating for me. Sorry. Freshwater on kind of an insane tournament run right now. Am I supposed to be looking at something right now? Aye. Freshwater, you were a 0000 type person. Damn. How about a 1111? Huzzah! I'm a genius! I'm literally so smart. I'm like a genius. They should make me president of the United States because I'm so freaking smart, man. Damn, Dan.
It's go time!
Rawr. Oh god, I might shit my pants. I can't hold it in. Okay, I'll be right back. Damn, I ain't missed anything? Oh! Just in time.
It's go time. Rawr.
False alarm, fellas. I thought it was the shit, but it wasn't even the fart.
Hey,
I mean, it was a fart.
like pranks.
But at least I didn't shit my pants. The last time, I thought I could tank a fart. Thinking it was just a fart and not a shit.
Let's
I
do
shit
this.
my pants. Hey. There's a particular player's absence which I miss dearly, who to me is the premier stairs player, but in his place, I will accept Dan. Dan is our premier stairs player for the time being. Versus Freshwater, who
How's that?
is making a log chain,
Cerulean.
because he can get away with it.
Oh boy.
Dan getting the,
Oh boy.
perfect green-blue piece to set off that chain. But, not enough to,
Today's winner is
you know, not chaining long enough, not chaining high enough. Right, Freshwater already extending onto the second floor. Empty space for that tail.
how's that?
Opting to set this off,
Cerulean.
seeing an opportunity. And there is indeed an opportunity.
Here I go.
The blue extension not happening there for Dan.
How's that?
Setting up 5 chain not going to be enough.
Oh no.
And today's winner is
Dan has an extension on floor 2. If he opts to actually just transition into the sandwich form at the top there,
Cerulean.
instead of hard committing to the stairs form.
Oh boy.
Lots of burned pieces on Dan's end.
And today's winner is
And it's not like there aren't ways of adapting stairs to, you know, to not quite getting the right pieces, but is certainly a little bit more rigid depending on what pieces you were made to commit to in the first place.
that.
Dan missing
Cerulean.
a big chunk of the chain with those yellows. Thinking if they need the purples to set that off,
And today's winner is
but not quite getting that out quickly enough. Okay.
Oopsie.
Needing... Dan kind of blocked off here with, like, really needing a green, and these greens aren't coming. Pops that yellow.
how's that? Cyan.
Gonna need to put a red on top of the green.
Celadon. Oh boy.
And that long chain is gonna be plenty of time.
Here I go.
So here comes the main chain.
Cyclone. Tempest. Fairy fire.
And it's an 8.
Mesmerize.
It's a 9.
How's that? Cyan. Oh boy.
Freshwater having enough damage to turn it away from a star and back into rocks, but not necessarily to counter the 9 after he built a 7. Freshwater rushing with this 7, with this 8 actually. Oh, it is a 7. Okay. Trying not to give Dan too much time to build.
How's that? And today's winner is...
Okay. Lots of reds. Just opting to set that up just because of the sheer number of reds. Oh no! Freshwater up 5, Dan up 1. This is a first to 9. I don't have enough screenshot space. Okay. Let me just make sure that I remember that. It was... It's 5 for 1. If it's a first to 9, that's 6 games. Can I do the math on this first? I mean that both players would have to go to 8 at 16, and then one would win. Best of 17. Freshwater needs 4 more to win. Versus the 8 more to win. So that's 12. God damn it. How do you do this? Okay, what does the chat have to say? What's the idea? Okay. I mean, obviously the move is to finish the set, but finish the set on a first to how much? The score again was Freshwater 5, Dan 1. I mean, if it's a... Okay, why don't we do this? Set it at first to 8, and then freshwater, if you get to 4, you win. I feel like we need to standardize what happens for disconnects.
It's go time! Rawr.
Y'all can start.
Let's
Here I
do
come.
this.
Okay. This music's very exciting. Freshwater has a green that they want to put in column 2. Okay, we're in the green. Blocked off that column 2.
Here I go.
And here comes the main chain.
How's that? Ooh.
Uh,
Yeah. Here I go.
that block off is gonna be tough, especially with those burned reds. To not using it to open up the blues. Definitely, you know, time is of the essence for there. That would have gotten a little bit of a, you know, giving Freshwater a little bit of a fighting chance for that one. These run chain cleanups kind of forcing out the chain from Dan, who's not ready for the full chain. Sorry, forcing out a full chain from... The one chains are from Dan and the full chain was forced out from Freshwater. That's what I mean. Ugh, not again. Oh boy. Alright. You know, there's like a really cool function in Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 that's like the sets function. You just set it to like a certain number of sets. You can set it to like 99 sets and then keep playing the sets until like you feel you get bored with them, but like... We should do that. That would be a useful feature. Wow. I checked the Discord and I see that Apple Juice has been frog stacking in my fucking tournament again! Prue? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your evil, your little buddy Void is telling on you for fun. So. Oh, damn. listen, if you want to tell me that Void is a stinking liar, then what reason would you have to say that Void was fish stacking?
Let's do this.
Come.
That's certainly a choice for music. Okay, so what Freshwater wants to do to make sure that chain connects all the way down is to put a separate color in on top of column 2 and then put a blue on top of there.
Here I go.
How's that?
This is a 4 chain.
Cerulean.
That's a 6.
Very fun.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, too bad.
Yay!
Did I not bring my purse upstairs? Oh man, I should have done that. Okay,
How's
let's see how much Freshwater is cooking with this tail.
Cerulean.
Doesn't seem like it will necessarily resolve into a tail.
No.
And today's winner is...
Ah,
how's
missing that all clear by just one piece.
Here I go.
But perhaps, unfortunately, alas,
How's that?
Oopsie.
Freshwater's gonna have to switch to stairs in order to, resuscitate this chain because, he committed too hard to those all clear fishes.
Oh boy.
That height difference is gonna, help a lot.
How's that?
Kind of a, not necessarily a dig, not yet.
Here I go.
Getting a nice 3 chain out of that
Cyan.
damage chain. Kind of accelerated into the late game here.
How's
Freshwater gonna break a lot of that original chain in order with that pop.
Here I go. Oopsie.
Just interesting.
Here I go.
Doing cleanup with that
oh boy.
that chain, but and then of course those garbage placements aren't gonna.
Bad.
I'm sorry for the sluggish commentary. I had hoped it would be a little better.
How's that? Cyan.
The action's getting very high, especially with the pivot. With the stairs pivot. Okay, the Freshwater got kind of a dangerous extension with those greens on the side there. It gets the extension anyway.
How's that? Sapphire.
Doesn't have the purple at the top to finish out that chain.
Oh boy.
Here I go.
Oh, too bad.
Yay!
And currently up this set. Freshwater aiming for a good tail, converts that tail into a harassment. Follows up with the 5 chain, also the 4 chain.
And today's winner is...
Taking that next game, Freshwater at match point. Still got that GTR open. Doesn't opt to use that double red to finish out the tail. Another disconnect. Okay, I have an incredible idea. Okay? How about, like, 3 sets of first to ones? I mean, if they still want to play. Like, maybe it's like the length of the match, with, like, recording all the inputs. I don't know. I just want to try it. First to one, but set count 4. Yay, we're using the set count function. I feel like the set count function might help because it's like, you can like be more granular with who needs what amount of games to win. This'll be good.
Let's do this.
Here I come.
How's that? Science. How's that? Science. Oh boy.
A little tough with the 5, but like that really high up green
How's that? Science.
asks for like a very fast response. Dan has the remaining 4 chain, and it's like sometimes you really wish that that one extra 1 chain was like anything at all, but sometimes it's not. Alright, Dan setting off this
Here I go.
2, and this might be
How's that?
Here I go.
Ooh.
Dan a little bit, you know, I would imagine Dan a little tense here, because,
Too bad.
you know, he's got Freshwater on the ropes. The one downside is that there are loading screens in between sets. don't think that's gonna quite be the tail that Freshwater wants it to be, especially with using the blues to extend at the top there.
How's that? Cyan. Cerulean.
Here I go.
Lapis Lazuli. Celadon.
Cyclone. Tempest. Fairy fire.
Freshwater getting a 6 chain versus Dan's 7.
How's that? Cyan.
3 chain response isn't going to be enough to fend that off. Getting the 2 chain with the reds there, very cute. But this 3 chain, he's not gonna have enough resources to fend that off.
Too bad.
Yay!
So we're at 2. As we know, Dan needs 2 more to win, and Freshwater just needs to take 1.
How's
2 chain
that?
harassment for the cleanup. Extension
that?
conversion into harassment. Checking to see if he's blocked off. With a 3 chain response. Oh well, that was actually a dig from Dan, who's not as blocked off as he looked.
Oh boy.
Digging with the stairs can be very challenging on account of the very flat nature of the stack, but that kind of unevenness. Dan's looking to kind of reverse sweep this right now, as we're at match point for both players. Now, Freshwater can put a purple in columns 4 and 5 and still get the tail there, actually, but a bit of a tall tail there. Funny to me.
How's that?
Now, starting to look like Freshwater might lock in for this one. This big 3 chain, this big 4 chain is going to set up all that damage, and Freshwater's going to finally take that after the 8-8. Completely on the ropes, and I can quit spectating and you can quit out of those sets. And that sure was a winner's finals. So Freshwater will be going to Grand Finals. Now on account of the technical difficulties, we've most certainly missed most of we've most of losers. So we will be watching Dan versus BMO on the losers finals, 1st to 9. Not recession indicator. My mistake. I got distracted. Maniacal chuckle. Oof. What? Right before the start. That's so messed up.
I won't go easy on you.
You don't stand a chance. Sorry.
Oh, the banter. Oh, I'm quaking in my boots now.
You challenging me?
Here I come.
I've never met anyone who actually likes Glue. Okay.
Awaken!
Very high extension with the BMO, but
Awaken!
high extension
Power!
on column 2, which as we know we love to see. Very safe. 8 chain from BMO 5. Cut on Dan's chain.
Win.
Now BMO's gonna have to be careful with that extension. Not quite with those yellows though. Those reds are almost completely covered up with junk.
Awaken! Planet power!
Fortunately has to clear all that just to get the junk out of the way. And, you know, once again, those yellows aren't quite because of the green in column 4. Freshwater, are you waiting now? Yes! You are waiting for the winner of Losers Finals to meet you in Grand Finals. So, you have fun playing party mode with apple juice and shit.
Awaken!
Okay. Wouldn't want Nemo to squander that tail, although they could have used the greens to extend on the front end and the yellows to extend on the back end with the tail. But this is nice.
Awaken! Planet power!
Although I'm not sure how nicely those greens are treating Dan. Lots of exploding. At least to
I knew I'd win.
a 6 chain. I think that Dan can really explore the potential for high chaining using stairs if he commits to kind of making these stairs more efficient. And of course, efficiency goes for everyone. IDKY, I'm losing these games. I do. You're fatigued. But you've got plenty of time to rest up. Or stay warmed up. Whichever you so desire. Emo dangerously cutting that chain. Drastically cutting the chain with those blue-yellow color conflicts.
Impossible.
Not seeing the potential to use the greens, that double green for the GTR extension initially, BMO5 opts to throw it off to the side. I think I'm a bit tilted, unfortunately, right now. It certainly sounds like it. Not that that's, like, necessarily something that's on you. Like, not that, like, that's not a judgment of character or anything. You just sound tired.
Awaken. Awaken. Planet power.
Right. Lock chain from both players. Unfortunately, those yellows cut the potential for a 9 chain from Dan.
Awaken.
Nemo 5 has like a little stairs tail with those yellows and purples. Opts to burn it. I might low-key suck at playing against stairs specifically. I have no clue why. I notice when players are kind of like me when they're really precious about their chains. Damn. I don't think it's, like, necessarily, like... Because the thing about stairs is that, like, stairs is very consistent, so... You just kind of have to disrupt them while they're building it. You know what I mean? So if you're the kind of person who cares a hell of a lot about, just building the chain, you know, and you don't really care about bothering your opponent, and it's like, I'm that way as well, then, like, you know, you're gonna struggle with someone who's gonna, you know, disrupt your chain, even if it's just on account of, like, how much cleanup they have to do to get it looking right. Now, speaking of cleanup, BMO's going to kill me with the amount of green blues that were completely wasted in columns 5 and 6. Unfortunately, Dan wasn't tapped in enough that game to teach BMO5 a lesson for what happens when you waste beautiful pieces you could be using to extend your chain like that. Like what's going on with these? The red, yellow. We're tunnel visioning. Yeah, like that. That's where you put it. You can't stand having a green on top of that purple. These pieces aren't gonna be perfect. Props those reds, even though you could use the reds as part of base. So that's 7. Very good 7. But this, you know, potential 9 is gonna cut because, you know, using all these extra pieces, trying to place them off to the side, what you put up will come down. So if you're not, you know, I'm the person who will make an argument for efficiency. Even though I don't get results, I still believe in it. And I think that BMO 5 is not using his pieces efficiently. It's just kind of helped along by the fact that chains are generally longer, but in a high-stakes situation, especially that high up on the board, time is of the essence. And so time is going to be of the essence here when this 6-chain resolves. 5-3. Okay, let's try that set system again. Let's see if it works. Dan needed 6. Theo needed 4. Luckily, those are both divisible by 2, which is awesome. First twos. Need 4 more.
I won't go easy on you. You challenging me?
Here I come!
Think a little too heavily on that. Oh, clear. And now you have to freestyle. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Now, by no means am I the best of us.
Awaken!
But, you know, it happens. Okay. Dan setting off this, 6? Very explosive 6.
Awaken! Impossible! Awaken! Planet power! Crater!
Here I go! Flame! Cyclone!
Okay.
Cherry fire!
I do like that 8.
Impossible!
Right? Dan's tied it up with, this, set. I'm hoping that the set count rectifies, like, some of the problems with, like, the counting. There is one problem that I failed to, account for, and that's that, like, you know, you, like, win your game. Like, what happens if you win a game here?
Awaken!
Okay, so BMO 5 is also building stairs. But does BMO 5 understand that they need a purple on top of column 3 specifically in order for the stairs to connect all the way down? Because they put a blue in column 3, but no purple, so this is gonna be a 7. Unfortunately, Dan didn't have the time to set off their chain because of that damage that he took earlier. It's an imperfect system, but wouldn't that cause multiple replays for Juice? I mean, if it's off stream, it would. But since it's on stream, she just uses my VOD, so... There's like a part of me that like really, really hates this problem. Like I kind of need it to be mathematically perfect, even though I'm not a mathematician, and I'll never be a mathematician because there's too many sweats. Can the GTR player please win? Yeah, I think my main thing is that it doesn't account for, like, times where it's like one player wins a game in a set. I'm just gonna set off this long chain. This is like about a 7? And this piece is not the piece that BMO 5 needs.
Impossible!
Okay, so as it stands, BMO actually needs 3. I totally belong in bronze. No, let's not get sour by that. I end up in bronze a lot. I've only been in silver once. So. These piece placements are killing me, man. That spire. Oh, that elevated green. It's not the worst thing ever. Spire on both ends! And then that blue cut that, like, purports to be a tail. It's a power pop. Dan gets off that main chain. Yellow too high up. Watching bronze players is something. Freshwater, please consider that this is the condensed bracket and that there are a contingent of players who would usually be in iron. You know? Like, I try not to be, like, smarmy about the lower brackets. I mean, I've been smarmy this whole time, so I guess that's not necessarily fair. But, like, I have to expect the mistakes, you know? Yeah, I'm just, you know... I just want you to be mindful. Oh, those yellows are definitely gonna cut him with that, yellow tail. This is about, like, an 8? I'm seeing from Themo 5. Dan having the chain cut off early. So that's 2 4s. Themo taking that set.
No, I knew I'd win.
Ironically, Themo kind of only needs to take the first game of the next one to win. I really wish there were a better solution for something like this, where you could just, like... I mean, there's, like, always, like, throwing the game so that you can, start off from where you left off. Yeah, that's not going to be quite the extension that Themo 5 thinks it is. So, he's just going to have to cook. He's got an extension with those yellows. Cuts it. Dan's main chain's coming out. It's a 5. That little elevated... Yeah, that piece of damage is stop it from being a 6. Themo fishing for this yellow-red. Gets the yellow-red. This 4-chain. Dan's gonna eat this 4-chain, and it's gonna top out from that. Is Dan doing alright? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the 4th one. So, Themo's gonna take that. I mean, if y'all want to keep playing for fun, I wouldn't mind. But, actually, no, I do have to mind because we gotta go to Grands. Honestly, Freshwater, it just kind of feels like you were having a bit of an off day. Or even like an off season, you know, which it happens. Alright, Grand Finals, first to 10.
I won't go easy on you.
I'm so excited! Awesome!
Let's do
Please
this.
go easy on me.
Okay. The Grand Finals. Grand Finals of Bronze. Hoping that freshwater feels a little better, you know?
How's that? Cyan, Cerulean, Lapis Lazuli, Celadon, Cobalt.
Siphonic. Oh, I did it.
Oh. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Bento.
Ooh.
Freshwater's still having access to some resources here. Just might be a
Wow.
bit of a
Ooh.
struggle to figure something out. But here comes a 2-chain.
How's that?
Nemo relatively clean, but you know, having a okay, extending with those greens with the purple. Kind of playing a dangerous game here. Gets that green.
Cyan.
Able to set off this long chain. Maybe like 6?
How's that? Cyan, Cerulean.
A very strong, nice 5-chain from Freshwater. Plus that follow-up damage is going to be what's mainly doing most of that. Assuming the purple placement was a misdrop,
Too bad.
Bemo's going to take that first game. Uh-oh. Freshwater's gonna want to convert this oopsie into something. Does it. Is continuing to double down on the harassment chains, but
Oh boy.
a little bit slow on that response attack. Bemo 5 gets that main chain out.
Too bad.
I'm happy.
Not quite an all clear there. Converts that extension into a harassment though. Follow up with the 3-chain.
Cyan.
That's gonna take it.
That's a shame.
Freshwater playing very aggressively with these attacks. Freshwater being very polite tonight and considering my feelings. I hate a bracket reset only for someone to lose. Okay, Bemo,
Cyan. Cerulean.
yeah, having trouble with that chain. Freshwater capitalizing on that.
That's a shame.
And today's winner is...
Freshwater, you got a fan! Nova's rooting for you. Great.
How's that?
No.
How's that?
No.
Now finish him. The final blow! Okay. Not necessary.
And today's winner is...
Freshwater definitely playing with like a renewed sense of clarity here. He's this red drought plus that red color conflict is a little painful, but workable.
How's
3-chain is going to be the, you know,
That's a shame.
the compromise to finish out the match.
Winner is
All clear start. Happy feet, wombo combo, Honey Falco.
how's that?
Not enough blues for that to re-emerge as an all clear. Kind of high up, Tower Babble there. Really fishing for a yellow. Wants to set off this big attack.
How's
Bimo wants to set off this really long attack.
Cerulean?
And that 4-chain was just long enough for Bimo to be able to get out that trigger.
How's that?
3-chain response, not gonna block off a lot of damage, but definitely
Oh, too
a
bad.
good response chain. In terms of like the length is amicable amiable. It is admirable.
How's that?
Freshwater going for this rush,
Cerulean.
this 6-chain rush. You see Bimo also Bimo having a 5-chain despite having more pieces on the board.
And today's winner is
Hoping we can learn something from this because the you know. And certainly looking at like the placement is like some of the pieces don't necessarily have to go to hell. Emo gonna clean up into harassment that. Also gonna be a 3-chain from Bimo.
how's that?
3-chain follow up. Okay, kind of a lucky garbage drop. Using that second red, set off that main chain. Bimo not getting the optimal piece pair. Gonna pop that 2-chain into like a power 1. Freshwater running away with this. He's locked in. He's ulting. Finishing up that GTR as soon as he gets the appropriate piece. Clean up. There you go. Although, it should be... Well, that's a cute tail. Oh, I do like that tail.
That's a shame.
And today's winner is
Yeah, Bimo had a little bit of time to go with those to do something with those yellows that they had, and like yellows that he had in like column 3, 4 to make that into something. But this is gonna be a very big 3, big 4. Unfortunately, Bimo not having the reds to set off that main chain.
That's a shame.
and today's winner
A bit
is
of a red drought there. Bimo switching to stairs. So his stairs very, you know, easy to remember. But
how's that?
kind of messing up something there. There's a little bit of an oopsie with the rest of the chain there. In terms of like missing a red, missing 2 reds even.
That's a shame.
And today's winner is
Freshwater kind of wearing down BMO, bringing this to match point. Yeah.
Wow.
BMO returning to the GTR transition.
Wow.
Ooh. The placement of those garbage pieces kind of completely blocks off that transition, which is open the moment I mentioned that it's blocked off. Clean up into harassment there.
Oh, I did it! But I got it! Keep on it! Whoa, no!
Freshwater kind of running into trouble there with the chain, not really sure what to do with that front end.
Too bad.
I'm happy!
There was like I guess just kind of that was a little bit of a knowledge check there in terms of how that would have resolved.
Wow.
There was enough for an all clear. Both players missed the all clear. In terms of like the placement and the
How's that?
and like the order, like the number of pieces in the order. Fimo not really having full access to that chain. Feels like it should be open, but it's not.
That's a
And
shame.
Freshwater taking that 10-4, just really like relaxed, loosened up those muscles, opened up that third eye, decided to take it in one set. It's the kind of sensation you have where you're very sure of your skills, you flub all your matches in pools, you end up in a bracket you don't think you're in, and then you sweep it without dropping a set. I've been there. Sometimes it's hard to understand where your shortcomings are, or like what you need to do to improve. Sorry, I don't know why that's the message of this stream. Bronze is concluded. The bronze bracket is concluded. If there was like a little curtsy emoji, I would use that. I still got like 6 more minutes until like 10 p.m. So I can play a little bit of Puzzle League. Sorry, I need to make sure that's like there's like no audio delay, right? Is there like a refresh button? Can I do that? Okay, well, I sure hope it's not a noticeable audio delay. It feels like it's there. Oh, did that fix it? Hi, Nova! You did the thing! Fresh Rider, you did it! Oh, fuck. My monitor turned off. Okay.
I'm here.
I'm so up. Okay, now I can't see anybody because I'm... Because I have to move it to another monitor.
Solved it. Solved it.
Mm. This is rough.
Here I go. Flame. Solved it.
I think those purples are gonna come to bite me in the ass. Oh, yeah, they sure are. Yeah, they sure are. Okay.
I need to study more. Yay! Solved it. Got it. Here I go. Solved it. Got it. Solved. Whoopsie. Oh no, that was perfect.
Of course.
Solved it.
Oof.
Here I go. Flame. Solved it. Ow.
Yikes. Darn.
I need to study more.
Ah, 2 more minutes. That should be the last one. Unless they matchmake me for 2 minutes. They would do that to me, wouldn't they? Oh! They wouldn't.
Are you prepared? Here it comes!
Ah! Fish nuggets. Okay.
Here it comes! Rock! Scorch! Rainbow Deluxe! Rainbow Deluxe! Rainbow Deluxe! Rainbow Deluxe! Don't hurt me! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, I should fix the stream layout. I should actually commit to fixing the stream layout. They're missing a red.
Was there ever any doubt?
Okay, it's 10 p.m. We won some, we lost some. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed Bronze Bracket. I'm sorry, I was playing way too passive. Yes, yes, yes. You figured it out. Okay. Yeah. I think I was saying that earlier. Sorry for the sluggishness. But yeah, we can finish it out. It's 10 p.m. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for playing. Please come to Carbuncle's Corner next time. Please play in the tournament. Play in the tournament. Okay. Okay. Okay.